Hello everybody, welcome back, Fumbler here. And yeah, I'm just back from a very good day of climbing and I cannot pick anything today. My fingers are so numb from all the climbing and my skin is bruised here and there, but luckily I already picked this one yesterday. It was a late night pick, but finally this MIWA U9 gave up and I got it on camera, and I will show you the pick in just a second. But before that, let me just introduce the lock. So, as mentioned, this is the MIWA U9. It has 9 levers inside, and yes, completely new concept for me. Here's the key, and you see ups and downs on the bottom of the key, and the top is flat. And you would assume, well, only the bottom is relevant, but actually here in position 5 and 7, we have levers on the top. And yeah, you probably can see them, but you can see the first lever on the right side. Key works just perfect. And this is another lock that I got from Greenish One. And Greenish, thank you very much. If you watching this and haven't checked out his channel, really go check out his channel. Yes, he's a very talented picker. He's picked many black belt locks, and this is just another one that he borrowed me. So yeah, I want to show you how I picked this, and I also want to take you along how I prepared and yeah, managed to pick this finally. So first of all, yeah, I got it out of the package, and yeah, it's a bit bulky in this format, so I loosened 2 screws here on the back, took it out, and now basically it is just like a kick cylinder. If you take my kick cylinder holder here, you will see the Bible is a bit shorter, but yeah, that's it. It has 9 levers, and you will see me saying sliders later in the pick, but no, they're levers. They can be orientated either on this side of the keyway or this side, and it is a sidebar mechanism. So at the top here you see the sidebar just right here, and if the key is inserted, you can turn the lock and the sidebar can push into the levers because the screw gates are all at the right position. So let me show you the insides quickly. And what I did to learn this was actually, first I tried to pick it just like this, but I couldn't make anything out of it. I tried it for maybe half an hour or so just to get just to get a feeling for where levers are and so on, but couldn't get it open. Then I also did my research on YouTube and so on, and I found a lot of videos, and one of the best is Artichoke's videos, Artichoke 2000, and I will link his video just up here in the corner, and he explains this lock so well, really amazing. I mean, all his videos on lock details are great, and he makes picking this look so easily. I think his video is below 10 minutes, and it's just amazing how he does it. So I looked this and couldn't get anywhere with picking it, so I took it apart just like that. And you have to be careful that the sidebar don't go flying like this. Just put your thumb on it. Here's the housing. Really nothing so much special, but yeah, that's it. And then I released some pressure and took out the key first of all, because if you keep the pressure, the levers will prevent you from pulling the key. So this is what the lock looks like in the rest position. And let me take off the sidebar with tweezers. And I will try not to rotate it too much and leave the springs in. I hope I won't regret it in a second. But yeah, you see the tiny sidebar springs here and here. Don't lose them and don't mangle them. But yeah, this is how I took the lock apart first, and then I tried out a variety of prick profiles. In the end, I found a shallow hook in 0.5 millimeters, the F06 from Multipick, to be my weapon of choice, so to say. And yeah, then I tried. I have to remove the sidebar springs, I will lose them otherwise. Sorry, just a second. Okay. So now nothing can fall apart. Yeah, all the levers are crimped in here, I think. I've never wanted to disassemble it, but I think they're crimped in there. But basically you see everything of the lock now. If you take a closer look, for example, on pin 1, lever 1, sorry, just like this, you see here's the true gate, then comes some serrations, just here if you imagine the sidebar slot sitting where the sidebar groove is, and then up here is a false gate. And for example, on lever 2, you see it starts out in a false gate, then we have a smooth spot, then a true gate, and then serrations. And this is what I did for a moment. I just looked at all the levers, how far they have to be set, how I can navigate my pick, and if my pick profile doesn't pick multiple pins at a time. And for example, here in the very back, you see that I just have to set them just a little bit, and I have to be careful not to overset them to get in a false gate. And for the other side, we have just levers 5 here. Where is it? Sorry, a bit weird like this. Where are we actually? This is 7. Sorry. So this is lever 7. You see, this is only a false gate here. And then you have to push it quite a lot to get into true gate. And I found best to pick it with a steep hook in the end. But yeah, all this is quite good. You find a pick profile that works in this keyway and so on, but it will not give you an idea about tensioning or so. And therefore I inserted the sidebar back into the lock, and I hope I can do that quickly now on camera. And yeah, just like that. It's the key. It's a bit tricky to get it back into the groove. Should work, yeah, just like that. Okay. And what you can do now is you can apply pressure to the front of the lock and get the front binding, or apply pressure to the back of the lock just with your thumb, and then you can play around a bit. And this helped me a bit to get a feeling, but yeah, it is very hard to get a good tensioning control, which you need just by applying pressure with your thumb. And I played just around with it for maybe half an hour or so, just to get an idea what is happening inside the lock. But you can already feel what a false gate feels like, and so on, yeah, because you see what you're doing. For example, here lever 3 is now in a false gate. I can feel it jiggling, and let's set it to its true gate. And you should be able to feel the difference between the false gate and the true gate, but it's not so easy to feel. But from that on, I knew I needed to just try picking it, because I wasn't able to progressively pin it. The only option to progressively pin it would be to file away a portion of the sidebar, as Artichoke suggested it, for example. But yeah, this way, of course, for example, if you file away the back of the sidebar, these levers don't play a role, and then you can just focus on the front, or vice versa. But I didn't want to ruin Greenish's lock, so this was not an option. So I was just about to picking, and yeah, I just needed to find a tensioner first. I used this flat pry bar from Multipick, I think in 1.5 millimeter. Figured out that it works better tensioning clockwise. And what I do then is, yeah, try to find out a binding order, because otherwise you will drop a lot of pins. And what I realized is these levers get stuck quite easily in false gates, and they don't like to be in false gates. And especially like the middle levers, like levers 5, 6, 7, or yeah, 5 and 7 are on this side of the key, but 6 is here. They really don't like to be set at the least or at the very end of the picking process. You have to preset them at some point. They will not stay in this true gate, unfortunately, even if you would push them to the right position. But you just have to pick them out of the false gate first, or past the false gate. Otherwise, I didn't get the open. I really needed to find a binding order, and if you look on my cheat here, you see basically the sliders I have to touch. And this is just a guideline. It never works like perfectly like this. But I noticed quite early that I need to preset lever 6. And later I noticed also that I need to preset 5 and 7, definitely. And what I did was I just picked from the front 1, 2, 3, then maybe 4. And then I went to the other side and picked 5 and 7. But I knew they weren't fully set. Then also picked 6. I knew that wasn't fully set, and then continued onwards. And what I really need to do is to change to a very steep profile to pick 5 and 7 finally, because presetting them is almost impossible with the steep profile, because it doesn't go under the pins. But the flat profile is perfect for presetting them and then finish them off with a steep profile. And I marked the positions of levers 5 and 7 here, so I can find them easily. Yeah, so let's put it all back together, and let's watch the pick. And sorry I didn't comment that much, but it was late at night. Just enjoy the clicking. Okay, off to the vise. No way. What? Okay. That's just amazing. Sweet. Let's remove the focus. And yeah, picked. Oh, come on. Oh wow. Did not believe I could do it today. I had some horrible attempts before. So, cut wrench. I will lock it back up since I have the key. Cutting is easier. I will get that later. Okay. So here is everything. I'll take out the sidebar in a second. Oh, just took itself out. And spring just. Okay, I'll show you the sidebar in a second. Let's have a look at the lock. So now the key is in, all the true gates are aligned. And if we take it out, we see nicely all the sliders. And I don't want to gut it any further because yeah, you see everything that you need to. And I think I could damage the lock gutting it further. I don't know. So all here. Let's have a look at the sidebar. Springs are over here. Here's the sidebar. All complete. So yeah, sorry for not commenting that much, but yeah, just super stoked that I got it open on camera. It was really a pain to get it on camera. I got it open a couple of times off camera and never behaved on camera. As soon as I switched it on, it hated me. Stoked. Yeah, maybe show you the housing still. Nothing special, nothing manipulated. I think it is symmetrical even. Yeah. So, if you're still here, thanks for watching. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video. Bye.